You probably think you're taking care of your energy, but here's the brutal truth. Most men over 35 are literally draining their own vitality without even realizing it. Sounds like an exaggeration? Well, that's exactly what happens when you ignore habits that seem small but act like silent thieves stealing from your body. Have you ever stopped to think why, after 35, it feels like someone simply robbed your stamina? That unstoppable drive you had to do 1,000 things in one day, that seemingly endless vigor, it all vanished, and you don't even know when it happened. Most people believe it's natural to lose energy with age, that it's just part of getting older, but I'm going to tell you a truth nobody wants to admit. It's not age that's bringing you down. It's 7 silent assassins working in the shadows, draining your life force day after day, and you don't even notice they exist. While everyone's out there looking for the fountain of youth in miracle pills and trendy diets, these villains keep operating freely, sucking away your vitality until you become a shadow of who you once were. Today, we're going to reveal these 7 invisible enemies that sabotage your stamina every single day, and the most incredible part is that fixing each one is simpler than you imagine. Get ready to discover tricks and adjustments that can increase your vitality in just a few days, while most people continue stuck in the cycle of constant exhaustion. These energy vampires are sneaky. They disguise themselves as normal habits, things everyone does, and that's precisely what makes them so dangerous. You wake up tired and blame work. You drag yourself through the day and blame stress. You get home exhausted and blame adult life. But what if I told you that each of these symptoms has a specific culprit, and you can identify and eliminate all of them? Your vigor doesn't have to disappear. In fact, some people become more energized in this phase than they were at 20. The difference between those people and the ones who constantly complain about being tired lies in knowing the enemies. And I'm going to show you exactly who they are, how they operate, and most importantly, how you can defend yourself before it's too late. And if you think you've tried everything, wait until you see the first item on this list. Have you ever felt like you woke up worse than when you went to bed? That was exactly me. 6 hours of sleep counted, but I felt like my phone with a broken charger, never reaching full battery. Every morning was an effort to squeeze vitality from nowhere, like my body was saying, there's no power left here. The curious thing is that many men in this 35-plus range don't even realize the problem is quality, not quantity. The difference between sleeping well and just closing your eyes can be brutal. You know that feeling of waking up and it seems like you didn't even sleep? Well, a lot of people after 35 start to notice it's not just about how many hours you sleep, but the depth of that rest. You can spend 7 or 8 hours in bed, but if your sleep is choppy, superficial, or full of interruptions, it's wasted time. Your body needs to enter those deep sleep phases to truly recover. When that doesn't happen, your stamina goes down the drain without you even understanding why. It's so frustrating to wake up tired after a whole night lying down, isn't it? Think of your body like a car. Without a good overnight recharge, the engine fails. Even simple tasks become mountains. I tested something simple, adding just 1 hour of dark sleep without artificial lights. Result? I gained 20% more vitality with just that adjustment, noticeable within 3 days. Sometimes small tweaks work miracles, and sleep is the fuel nobody should underestimate. Want a life with more stamina? Then you need to look at this seriously. What's interesting is that many people think everything's fine because they slept the right hours, but the problem is hidden in the details. Phone screen glowing until late, room too bright, external noises, that coffee after 6 in the evening, all of this undermines your rest quality without you noticing. Your body works like any rechargeable device. If you don't create the right conditions for restorative sleep, forget about having all that vigor you had when you were younger. Quality rest after 35 depends much more on this deep recovery than we imagine. Now, what really makes a difference? First, darkening the environment is fundamental, and when I say darken, I mean cave-level dark. No little router light blinking. No street light coming through the window. Second, maintaining a sleep routine helps the body understand when it's time to shut down. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time, even on weekends. And third, that hour before bed needs to be sacred. No bright screens, no stressful topics. It might seem silly, but when you adjust these little things, the difference in your vitality is absurd. And it's not just about waking up refreshed, it's about how you'll feel all day long, from the first hour of morning until night. A practical tip that changed my rhythm was turning off lights 1 hour before sleep. No phone, no screen, just you and the darkness. Seems simple, but the effect is almost magical. Within 1 week, you'll notice your body starts asking for real rest, not that half-charged nap. It's like tuning an instrument. When everything's in the right key, the symphony of stamina flows naturally. But there's another silent villain lurking, stealing your life force without you realizing. There were days when my work left me like a volcano about to explode. Each call, each urgent email stole a bit of my strength, and I felt my vitality disappearing without warning. It's surprising how silent stress corrodes life force without us noticing. Men over 35 often get used to this tension, thinking it's just part of adult life. But this constant pressure is a power thief. We only notice when the body starts crying for help. Chronic stress is that invisible enemy that wears you down little by little, day after day. After 35, your body can't handle that constant pressure like it used to. It's like a rope getting tighter and tighter until one fine day, it snaps. You wake up already thinking about work problems. Spend the whole day tense. Get home and can't truly relax because your mind won't stop. This state of permanent alert is one of the biggest thieves of stamina because it forces your body to burn fuel all the time without ever giving it a break. It's exhausting to live like this, but many people don't even realize they're in this cycle. Think of stress like a kettle on the stove without turning it off. The water boils until the glass breaks. That's exactly how I felt until I discovered the power of slow breathing. 10 minutes of pause, focusing only on the air entering and leaving, calmed my body and mind like magic. It's impressive how something so simple can neutralize weeks of accumulated tension. I felt 30% calmer within the first session. When we apply small strategies, even the most chaotic day becomes manageable. The worst part is chronic stress doesn't announce itself loudly. It's sneaky, disguises itself as normal life, as that's how it is for everyone. But it's not. When you live under constant pressure, cortisol, that stress hormone, stays sky high, and that messes everything up. Sleep, digestion, immunity, vigor. Your life force disappears because your organism is spending everything trying to deal with this endless tension. And then you wonder, why am I so tired if I didn't do anything special today? A practice I incorporate every day is taking 5-minute breaks to breathe deeply. It might seem minimal, but it creates a space between you and the chaos. Your body gets to recover its strength. Imagine your nervous system like a car that needs to shift down to avoid blowing the engine. These minutes save vitality and focus. The good news is you can reverse this with small changes that make a giant difference. Start with conscious pauses during the day, even if it's just 5 minutes to breathe deeply, for real. Inhale counting to 4, hold for 4, release for 6. Seems silly, but it calms the nervous system right away. Another thing, find an outlet. Walking, listening to music, talking to a friend, anything that takes you out of that problem-solving mode for a bit. Some people start meditating, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, and see results in 2 to 3 weeks. The secret isn't to eliminate stress completely. That's impossible. It's learning to turn off the button once in a while. But there's another thing sabotaging your stamina, and it's literally on your plate.